Alright, before I get into the video, I want to say a few things. Thank you viewer for taking the time to look at my video, it means a lot. Also make sure to subscribe if you are new here. M in the pet store calls the police on my hamster. I was 13 back when this happened, just FYI. I was a normal kid, had a big interest for animals, just like my mom. On my 13th birthday I got a hamster. Yeah, that pet. I feel like everyone who loves animals got a hamster as a first pet, or a guinea pig, and most of them didn't even care that much for them and they ended up dying. Fuck those people. If you're young and want a pet, take care of it. It's not as easy as you may think, they may bite, but you have to expect this and work with it. So around a month after my birthday I had a suspicion. My hamster didn't really act healthy, but rather unwell. Falling to the side, dizzy looking, just not healthy at all. We really took care of him, just the best of the best, but my mom the cheapskate didn't want us to go directly to the vet, so we went back to the pet store with my lil hamster. Even if it was the wrong decision at that time, I couldn't do anything about it, I was just a kid. We put him back in that cardboard box thingy that he came with, and my mom carried it from then on so I wouldn't let it fall or anything. So in we go to the pet store, and we went straight to the guy who was responsible for tiny chunk animals. Hamsters, bunnies, guinea pigs, all that kind of stuff. Entitled mom. Me I guess. Mom, yeah that's my mom. Chunk guy, dude who took care of the animals. I can only speak from memory, so I'll just reenact the dialogue as good I remember. Mom, hey, sorry, but do you have a minute? Chunk guy, sure, what may I help you with? Mom, we bought a hamster about a month ago and it's acting rather unwell. We should have gone straight to the vet but I'd first like to see your opinion. Yeah nice excuse, Mom. Chunk guy, well that's not the right decision, I'm not a vet, but I can take a look as I've seen a few things myself. So my mom hands over the box with hamster inside, Chunk guy grabbed an old used plastic terrarium, opened the box, and let hamster crawl outside. Still acting all weird, falling to the side, breathing way too quickly for lil boy. Chunk guy observed for a few seconds, then called someone else over who probably had more experience. Chunk guy was around 18 or 19 so I totally understand. While we waited for that other guy, M comes around with her tiny dog. I instantly noticed because dog. She also took a quick peek at what was going on, saw the hamster doing weird looking stuff, and walked away with a slightly disgusted look. I thought that's it? I actually wanted to pet the dog but I guess not. In came the other way older dude, but right at that moment we heard shouting coming from the other side of the store. Older dude went straight back to where he came from, and out of pure interest we walked with him just to see what's up. I'm just a curious sucker. And guess what? It's M. Phone in hand, threatening to call the police, all while her dog is slightly suffocating from her throwing her hands around with the leash in hand. We just thought that's weird. She looked to the side, saw us, pointed straight at me and my mom and said that's the people I'm talking about, their pet has rabies, my dog may get rabies too, this is absolutely dangerous, and then actually called the police on my hamster. Can you guys please come to XY Pet Store really fast? There's a dangerous animal spreading a disease all over the store and I'm scared for my life, literally in a whimpering voice as if we hurt her or something, but she went all back to normal after the call ended. Now yeah, my hamster may be ill or something, but relax, old woman. Your dog didn't eat my hamster or anything, you didn't eat my hamster, it's all good so far. Mom, we're just here to see what's wrong with my son's hamster, no need to worry. I can't let my dog in here without you guys trying to kill him with some sort of disease. Old dude was trying to say something, but that's where shit went loose. She stomped all the way back after calling the police and shouting at us, shoved my mom away and walked straight to that tiny plastic cage while angrily pulling her dog with her. Holy shit, I got angry and scared. I ran after her because I didn't want her to do shit to my hamster. I may want to notice that I have asthma, and going from chill to super upset in the case of a few minutes really took a toll on my lungs, especially because I was stupid enough to leave my inhaler in the car. I started hyperventilating. Shit, I thought I was dying at that moment. And guess what? Em said, yes, see, he's getting ill, too. That hamster is literally killing him, and I don't want to be next, and she fucking kicked the little cage away, with hamster in it. As hard as she could. I've never cried with such rage while not getting any amount of air at all. My mom was already running to the car to get my inhaler, so I felt kinda lost and vulnerable at that moment. Chink guy came shouting at her while old dude tried to relax me. Dude was so nice. Police came in at the same moment while my mom ran past them, crying, which instantly grabbed their attention, so they ran with her. Em is laying on the ground, chink guy on her. I think that's called civilian arrest or something. I don't know, but I felt like that was the right move. Mom gave me my inhaler. I could breathe again, but it didn't change the fact that my hamster was now dead, kicked against a wall a few feet away. Chink guy said what happened and that there's enough cameras to prove what happened. One of the officers put her in cuffs and walked her outside with her dog. Let me note that she was still shouting, "Careful or you may get infected." The other one came to me, grabbed me by my shoulder, and said, "Wow, I'm sorry kid. The world may be a nice place, but everything has drawbacks. There are tons of crazy persons. I guess you just met your first one, didn't you?" I was just sobbing and nodded, and said something about "but my hamster" while crying. And damn, he was so nice. Told me that he will take care of it and get me a new one, all for free. I was still crying because my hamster just got killed by a crazy woman, but he gave the older dude some details, paid, and told my mom to get a new one for free whenever we feel like it, and that he's going to take care of that angry woman now. But before he walked out, he came back to me, looked me straight in the eyes and said, "And whenever you need help again, just call us, okay? We're here to help, especially when people post made-up feel-sorry bullshit stories on r/entitledparents. Karen, that is her actual name, wrongfully accuses me of hurting her grandson. For some backstory, a couple years ago when I was like 13, I was at a family reunion at my aunt's house. You know how annoying family reunions can get, and she lives on a sort of farm, so the reunion was outside and we all slept in tents and stuff. We were only allowed inside for emergencies and food if we ran out. Now, on to the story. Cast. Karen, my entitled aunt, not the one hosting the reunion. I swear on my life, I'm not kidding. That is her actual name. Convenient, right? N.A., nice aunt, the one hosting the reunion. E.g., entitled grandson. Me/op, yours truly. While we were all at a bonfire, I had to take a dump really bad. I asked N.A. if I could go into the house to do my business and she said only if it's an emergency. I said yes, and she let me go. I walked into the house, and saw none other than Karen and her crotch goblin, e.g. This kid was always a nightmare to deal with. Whenever my cousins and I would be swimming together, we would be forced to let him play with us. This kid is no joke. He weighs like 30 pounds more than any of us did when we were his age, and he was like the strongest toddler I've ever seen. He would try to dunk us, and when we would tell on him, Karen would be like, "He's only playing." Anyways, back to the story. This is the conversation that followed me walking in. Me, "Oh, hi Karen. What are you doing in here?" Karen, e.g. just needs to pee and brush his teeth. Me, "Did you ask N.A.?" Karen, "No, I just figured that since I'm her older sister, she would be fine with me going in her house." Me, she made it quite a strict rule that you can only come inside if it's an emergency, and you also have to have her permission. Karen, oh yeah? What's your emergency? Me, I have to crap really bad and I can barely hold it in. Last time I checked, you can't number 2 outside. There's aloes coyotes out there, and I do not mess with that. Karen, just use a leaf or something. E.g., okay granny, I'm done. Me, oh me gosh. Finally, I can do my business. I walk into the bathroom as E.g. walks out, and as I close the door, E.g. says, oops. Forgot my toothbrush. I unlocked the door to let him in, the door didn't close all the way, so it had one of those hook lock thingies, and he puts his hand in the door and closes the door hard on his fingers and immediately drops on the ground, bawling. E.g., at frequencies only dogs should hear You crushed my hand. Just remember he's bawling his eyes out for the rest of the story. Karen, you hurt my grandson. How dare you? Me, he closed the door on his own fingers, how did I do it? Karen, you slammed the door on E.G.'s hand. Me, no I didn't. I didn't even have my hand on the knob. Karen, quit lying, you liar. N.A. walks inside. What's all the ruckus? Karen. Why are you in here? I didn't say you could come in here. Karen, this little snot hurt my baby. Me, I literally didn't though. N.A. I know Op way better than you, and he would never do that. Me, that's what I'm trying to say. Karen, but. N.A. cutting Karen off also, what are you doing in my house without my permission? Karen, E.g. had to pee and brush his teeth. N.A. 1, he can go literally anywhere outside, and 2, there's water pumps outside that he can use to wet his toothbrush and rinse. Karen, he's afraid of the dark though. N.A. if you can't follow my easy to follow rules, then you can pack your things and leave right now. And don't come back next year. I would hope that gives you enough time to think about your actions and maybe improve. Karen, grabs her still screaming grandkid, come on, let's go home. I don't think you wanna be around these RDS. And she leaves. After that, N.A. said E.g. could also be banned next year if I wanted. I, of course, said yes, and the rest of the reunion went fine. Karen has since actually reflected on what she did, and she's not all that annoying anymore. As for E.g., well, let's just say he's still banned from the reunions. Entitled Aunt and her 2 entitled brats. So, to start, a little backstory. I'm 17 and around 6'3". I have been working out since I was 16 and so am quite muscly, if I do say so myself. We are quite well off and live in a big house. My aunt is the only family we have nearby, so we often invite her to birthdays. Oh, and also, I have pretty bad social anxiety, so yeah, uneasy face. This all starts on my birthday, when our family arrive, including my entitled aunt, E.A., her 2 entitled twin brats, EB1 and EB2, who are 5 years old, and my nice uncle, New. My aunt often asks us for money and asked this year that we pay for my own birthday present, which we obviously declined. When she knocked on the door, I opened it to her and said, "Me good morning Aunt Cree." "EA take my bags," shoves her bags in my face. I decide to think nothing of it because she was probably annoyed after a long journey with 2 screaming brats in her back seats. She immediately sits herself down in my chair, literally a chair I use for my desk in the main room, and demands someone get her champagne. I oblige because I'm nice like that and get her a glass of our champagne. The real trouble starts when I start to open my presents. I open the ones from my parents first and thank them. When I ask my aunt where my presents are, she says, "EA, you haven't paid for them yet." Me, well, it's my birthday, why should I pay for them? EA, because you don't deserve them. I had ignored her children a lot before because they were brats on a whole next level. Me, why not? EA, because you were horrible to my little angels. Me, well, I'm sorry, they're a bit young, but I'll try and be more appreciative next time they want to play. After a lot of coaxing from the new, she finally agrees to give them to me. I unwrap them and thank her. After this, I tell my mum that I'm going to my room to play video games and so that the adults can socialize. A short time after I go upstairs, I hear footsteps outside my room and the EBS burst into my room, without knocking. Now I was playing GTA V with some of my friends, so I immediately opened the map so that the EBS wouldn't see anything. A conversation along the lines of this occurs. EB1, what are you playing? Me, an adult game that you shouldn't see, so could you please leave? EB2, please can we see you play? Me, I'm sorry, no you can't. It has things that you shouldn't see or hear in it. They then leave my room. I unpause and continue playing. I then hear whispers coming from outside my room and see the EBS looking through a crack in my door. I immediately tell them to leave and guide them downstairs. Not long after I hear more footsteps and I already know what's going to happen. EA slams my door open. Why aren't you letting my angels watch you play your games? Me, because they are not meant for children and I don't want to scare your children at all. EA sees what I am playing. OMG, what is that? Why are you watching videos of people being shot, you creep? Me, it's only a game, not a real shooting. Don't war, EA, shut up, I'm telling your mother. She then proceeds to storm downstairs and I follow and mingle on the stairs, listening to the conversation. EA, why is you Brad watching shooting videos? How can you allow him to see this? Mum, EA, it's just a game, calm down. EA, no it isn't, are you calling me stupid? Do you think I can't tell the difference between real life and a game? Mum, I'm sorry but you are misunderstanding, it's just a game. Okay, it gets a little wild here, so fair enough if you call BS. EA slaps my mum. How dare you, you fucking bitch. I am 10x cleverer than you will ever be, so don't lie to me. This is where I decide enough is enough. Me, trying to make myself seem as tall and threatening as possible, right, you have to leave now. EA, not realizing how tall and strapping I am, no you bastard, how dare you and your family call me dumb. Me, I said out. At this point, EA realizes I am a lot bigger than her and that she just made a big mistake, but for some reason, she doesn't back down. EA, fuck off. I am taking your PC as compensation and leaving. Me, no, you won't, you will get out or you will go to jail, your choice. I sat with a shit-eating grin on my face. EA finally realizes she's been an idiot and begins to leave, only to make a grab for my iPad as she is leaving. I smack her hand away and tell her I am calling the police. This whole time, the EBS are whining in the background saying, "Mummy, he scared me. He was so mean." Also, the new and my dad were out walking our dog at the time. When the police arrived, they arrested my EA and I rushed to check on my mum. She's a bit shaken but mostly didn't react out of shock. I went to court against my aunt and she got the verdict of guilty of assault and theft and will spend 3 years behind bars. My new was really sorry and fully understood my choice to press charges, and the kids are actually not that bad anymore. I think it was just EA influencing them so much. We are all living just fine now, so stay safe everyone, and I wish you a happy quarantine. TL, DR, entitled Aunt fights me until she realized how tall I am and goes to jail. Make sure to like, share, subscribe if you haven't done yet. Thanks for watching.